I've been on thousands of weight loss journeys throughout my life, and on this last successful one, I learned 3 shocking truths. I'm going to share those with you in today's video. I do want to preface this video with the fact that I lost 100 pounds right here on my channel, and you can go back to my very earliest videos and see all my trials, my tribulations, my successes, my failures. I weighed in every week on this channel, and I want you to go back and I want you to see kind of the mental struggle that I was going through, because I do come from a childhood of disorderly eating. Now, I can't say the other word because there's a good chance that the YouTube gods will smite down this video and you will never see it. But if you like this kind of content and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and ring that notification bell so you never miss great content like this. Oh, and one more thing, I answer all of my comments. I'm not here to sell you guys anything. So if you want to get down to the comment section while you're listening to me jab, just let me know where you're at in your weight loss journey. I would love to hear it. Any questions you may have for me. I am an open book, sometimes to my detriment, but I would love to help you guys out as much as possible. And to kind of tie that all in together with my childhood disorderly eating, well, that's the first thing that I learned. And it's kind of shocking actually to most obese people, is the fact that the mental struggle is definitely harder than the physical struggle throughout your weight loss journey. I do tell this story quite often because it was very impactful in my journey and starting it and my life. I have a very close family member who struggles with addiction, namely a gambling addiction, and we live in Las Vegas, Nevada. So said person was at 6 months of sobriety from pulling that old handle and seeing those blinky lights go. And actually, I don't think she saw much winnings from that, just as a side lesson to you guys. So if you gamble, gamble responsibly. I went to a Gamblers Anonymous meeting for my family member in support. And as the overweight schmuck that I was sitting there, I didn't show up to be supportive. I showed up to mock and kind of talk shit, just to be completely real with you guys. And I've definitely changed as a person throughout my body recomposition journey and weight loss journey. I've become a much better person, a much more positive person, because as you know, as an overweight person, you can get kind of negative sometimes. But the point of me bringing up this Gamblers Anonymous meeting is the fact that obviously they go through their steps. And one of the very first steps is realizing and acknowledging that you have a problem. And then throughout the steps, you basically get to the step where it's like you have to get up and choose every day not to hit the button, not to pull the handle. And moreover, with Alcohol Anonymous and with drug addicts, you have to get up and choose, make a cognizant effort to choose not to make these decisions. And that's one of the lessons I want you to pull away from this as well, is it's a battle your whole life. It's a choice your whole life. And you have to get up every morning and choose to be better than yourself the day before. Even with what I've learned, even with skinny, successful, or fit people, however you want to take it, healthy people, they have health, decisions too. They're not just fit because they're fit. They actually are very cognizant of the choices that they make, and they're very, very intentional with some of the food choices they make, and now I am as well. So the first shocking truth, to tie this all back in together, is the fact that your mental state is going to be the hardest thing to fix. Not the physical, because I'll tell you what, as soon as I started fixing my mental state, I essentially was cruising through this weight loss journey. As you know, like I said, 100 pounds in 6 months, 110 pounds in 8 months. After I really started to make that choice every single day, that's when things started changing. And it was just easy. Like, going to the gym like I'm about to do, going out for a walk, going for a swim. Everything became easier because it's the mental. I would say the mental is 80% of it, the physical is 20% of it, because you have to come over those mental struggles before you can actually allow yourself to make the better food choices and to make the better physical choices. So I urge you guys, start today. I know I beat you guys over the head with this in every single video, but choose to start today. Choose to start every day. 80% of the time, be good. 20% of the time, be allowing. Allow yourself to eat what you want and to take a rest day. But you need to choose to be better than yourself the day before, and you need to choose to start today. I know there's that old adage, tomorrow never comes. And truthfully, that is the truth. Hey, baby. Carl chooses to start every day, and he is one of the fittest cats you'll ever see. Huh, Carl? Such a good boy. That is the first shocking truth that you'll learn. And if you don't learn it, you might have some short-term, non-sustainable success. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You wanted to see with Daddy? Come on. And if you choose to learn it, you will have long-term sustainable success. Now, I don't know the exact percentage of people that keep the weight off after they've had the weight off for over 3 years, but that's me now. I've struggled with weight since I was 8 years old. Like the title of this video says, I've tried thousands of weight loss journeys over the course of those 21 years, from the time that I was 8 years old to the time that I was 29 years old to finally make this decision. And now I'm 33 and enjoying life and living it to the fullest because I decided to fix the mental aspect of my weight problem. So get down to the comment section and let me know if you're struggling with the mental, because I can help you fix that. I have some ways to help you fix that. But let's get on to the next shocking truth about losing weight and keeping it off forever. As we head to the gym, I want to talk to you guys about the next shocking factor I had no clue about in order to lose weight and keep it off successfully. But I did learn about it right ahead of my 100-pound weight loss journey this successful time. And well, any guesses? Get down to the comment section before I rattle this one off. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Well, okay. Let's just cut to the chase here. Your cortisol levels. If your stress is super high, your cortisol levels are going to rise. And believe it or not, that is a direct relation to keeping that tire around your midsection, as you saw with what you clicked on my thumbnail. And I have a really hard time posting up these shirtless photos of myself. I just, as a kid, I wouldn't even take a shirt off in the pool. So should be enough for a subscribe button hit right now, or at least a like. As you gain weight, you're stressing about everything. You're stressing about, how am I gonna get this weight off? How am I gonna fit into my clothes? Which is a great thing about losing weight, is you never have to get up and worry about, am I gonna be able to tie my shoes today and bend over, or I'm gonna pass out from breathing too hard? Or is my work shirt gonna fit because I keep gaining weight month after month after month? All these things are contributing factors to the stress, and it's just like a big snowball effect. As soon as you make the decision to lose the weight and you start doing it, your stress level is going to come right down. And with it, that big tire midsection that's causing you so much extra physical stress is going to reduce. Now, I thought this was complete BS because, well, stress just seems like such an untangible topic. But it's not, guys. It's a very tangible, very real subject. Another thing that compounds with being fat and your stress levels is the fact that you're not working out, at least consistently. And working out brings down those cortisol levels as well. It puts your body and your mind and your spirit into such a peaceful state. And I would just like to tie back to the first thing with this is you need to start today. Get outside and walk 10 minutes. When I was 335 pounds, I couldn't make it 15 minutes. My ankles, my joints, just my asthma, everything would act up. So it's all compounding. And if you don't have 1, 2, or 3 of the things that are going to bring your weight down in action, you're going to be stressed. And that's just the crux of the issue, guys. Like, you are going to be more stressed. You're going to hold on to more belly fat. And it's just a never-ending, revolving shit show in your life. So I urge you guys to start today. I'm beating you over the head with it. Start today and choose to be better than yourself the day before. Why I bring this stress topic up is because the next topic that we're going to speak to you about at the gym is kind of hard to hear. And it ties directly to the stress. But I'm going to focus on driving because there's quite a few policemen out today. I think we're getting to the end of the month where they, I guess, got to meet their quota is what most people say. But I hope this tip or discovery helps you out. Now, stay tuned because the very next tip was the biggest, absolute biggest tool that I had to implement and learn on this successful weight loss journey. And like I said, it's going to be very hard for your ears to hear this one and your soul to hear this one, but it's absolutely necessary for me to divulge this to you, because if not, you're probably not going to end up having a successful weight loss journey. We'll see you at the gym for that very next discovery I learned upon my many, many thousands of weight loss journeys.
This next tip that I promised you is obviously going to be hard to hear, not because of the background noise here at the gym, but because you need to keep your weight loss journey as secretive as possible. Do not tell anybody. The moment you give up that secret that you're losing weight, you're gonna go to work, you're gonna see more potlucks popping up, you're gonna go home, you're gonna see more treats around. Telling your family members about your weight loss journey can definitely add more stress to your plate, which you do not need in this time. This journey is your own, and likely your family members are going to give you advice. Unsolicited advice, solicited advice, bad advice, good advice, but it's just a lot of noise. That's where you need to learn to be a little bit quiet on this weight loss journey. Think back to when you started your last weight loss journey. You told everybody, right? You told all your coworkers, you told your spouse, you told your friends. And while you would expect people to be uber supportive, and while they told you that they were supportive, in actuality, they derailed your progress. And there are many reasons why your friends, family, spouse, significant other, kids, whatever, whatnot, maybe not so much the kids, maybe just the previous that I mentioned, are not for you during your weight loss journey. Maybe they're overweight. Maybe they want to control you. Maybe they want to keep you in that spot to where you're not going to leave them because you're fat or out of shape or have a low self-esteem. But I can tell you, there's some people along this weight loss journey you're going to have to leave behind. Not trying to disparage anybody in this video or on my channel, but the truth of the matter is I had to leave a family member behind and stop going out to eat with him because growing up, he would use food as a control tactic. Now, I love this man very much, done a lot of great things for me, but perhaps he wasn't raised in a proper manner, with a healthy manner with food. And I'm telling you guys, if you find that your family or your friends or your coworkers are not for you, don't try to fix them. You need to put up boundaries. I'm not saying you got to cut them out of your life completely, but maybe if they invite you out to dinner and they start throwing food in your face, maybe it's your parents. You got to say no for a little bit. You've got to reset your mind. It's not going to be easy. This journey is not easy, but it is strictly and uniquely your own. You need to experiment with your body. Talk to your doctor. I always got to say that. But me personally, self-accountability is huge. And, it's easy to cop out saying that I have this physical limitation, this, that, this mental limitation, this medical limitation. But I'm telling you guys, back to the point of this shocking tip, or I guess discovery or finding along my weight loss journey. As soon as I gave myself time away from these people that were not for me, or, maybe they didn't even know they weren't for me, but I had to discover that for myself. Adding that stress to your plate, like I mentioned before, is not going to be helpful. This is stressful enough. You've got to discover yourself. You got to rediscover yourself. You got to reinvent yourself. You are who you are at a core. At a core level, you'll never change. And some of these deep-seated things that caused you to be overweight, to cause you to have these disorderly eating conducts, are still going to be there. Like, I have to make a choice every single day, tying back into the first tip. And I was glad I was able to tie this tip to the first and second tip, because it is all encompassing. This weight loss journey is going to be so fun. You're going to start today. Hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, cut out family members, cut out significant others in an aspect of your weight and health journey. You got to, guys. I'm begging and pleading you. Boundaries, healthy boundaries are okay, which is something that my family would have guilt tripped me to believe it's not okay. But if you were to change your life, you got to eliminate these control tactics. It's sad. It's not going to be something that you want to do. Your family's going to question. You don't have to give them the reasoning. Just say, I need time for myself. If they need further explanation, again, they're not for you. Now, what I did was I cut these family gatherings out when we would go to Outback Steakhouse and they would, shove a bunch of appetizers in my face. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm not saying, I'm all about self-accountability. But sometimes if it's so deep-seated like that with these people, you've got to cut it out for a little bit. It's just got to happen. It's just got to happen. Another thing that my family member that went to Gamblers Anonymous taught me was you got to put up these healthy boundaries. And I'm so grateful for my family member that invited me that day. I truly was an asshole, and I truly was not going to be supportive. But after that meeting, it changed my life. You just don't know in life that there's moments that are just going to profoundly change you. And you have to listen to yourself when you get those moments. You have to listen to your body when you're going to go stuff ice cream into your face and all the stuff that you do on the normal. Now, remember, 20% of the time, allow yourself. 80% of the time, you need to start making more cognitive efforts to be a better you. I hope you do subscribe. I hope you do comment. Let me know where you are in your weight loss journey. Give me that like. Share this video with a loved one. I know this last discovery on my thousands of weight loss journeys was hard to hear for you, but I definitely urge you to do as I say and put up some healthy boundaries. We'll see you in the next video.